Let's dive right in. For today's strategic briefing, we're going to break down a fascinating case study in transformation. We're talking about how a reliable but limited asset was fundamentally upgraded into a decisive strategic weapon. Our subject is the General Lu Meng, and trust me, his journey offers a crystal-clear blueprint for unlocking the kind of game-changing potential we need to be looking for right here in our own organization.
This ancient saying, this is our theme for today. And it's more than just a nice proverb. It's the ultimate benchmark for any real growth initiative. It describes a change so profound, so complete, that you're forced to completely re-evaluate what you thought you knew. That's the level of breakthrough we're aiming for.
So, where does a transformation like this even begin? It always starts with spotting potential. And in Lu Meng's story, we see a situation that might feel pretty familiar. A valuable, high-performing asset who's kind of hit a ceiling.
Lu Meng was a known quantity. Everyone knew he was loyal, incredibly brave, and absolutely dependable on the battlefield. You could count on him. But his value was really just one-dimensional. In a dynamic, shifting landscape, relying only on courage and past experience, well, that's not just a limitation, it's a huge strategic liability.
This brings us to the real catalyst for change, because potential is one thing, but true transformation, that requires a direct mandate from the top. It demands a strategic investment specifically designed to turn that raw potential into pure genius.
And this was that critical moment. His leader, Sun Quan, saw the capability gap. But notice the way he framed it. The goal wasn't to turn a warrior into some stuffy academic. No, it was a very targeted mandate. Add strategic depth to his tactical courage. It was a direct investment in creating a force multiplier.
And here you can see the incredible return on that investment. Lu Meng didn't just dabble, he fully committed to his studies. The result was a fundamental upgrade. He went from being a courageous warrior to a scholar general. His value proposition completely shifted, from being purely tactical to deeply strategic. Suddenly, he could see the whole board.
This right here is the proof of concept. The transformation was so total that a senior strategist, a peer of his, was absolutely stunned by his new level of insight. So stunned, in fact, that he coined the phrase we started with, to literally rub your eyes and look again. This is the kind of reveal we should be aiming for, an ROI that so dramatically exceeds expectations, it completely shapes what we believe is possible.
So, he's got this whole new skill set. The real question is, how did it perform when the pressure was on? Let's break down a legendary victory, one that was only possible because of his transformation.
The crossing in white robes strategy it's a masterpiece. It shows you the power of his new toolkit. This wasn't a win based on brute force, it was about intellect and psychology. He blended deception, a deep understanding of his enemy's complacency, and even a plan for how to maintain control after the conquest. This is what real strategic thinking looks like in action.
Now, what's the most crucial metric from this whole operation? 0. That's how many casualties there were during the initial capture. Victory wasn't achieved by overwhelming force, but by overwhelming intelligence. It was a psychological operation that completely neutralized the enemy before a real battle could even begin. Talk about maximum efficiency.
And the outcome here wasn't some minor territorial gain. This was a complete strategic reshaping of the entire landscape. Capturing Jing province fundamentally altered the balance of power for everyone involved. This is the kind of massive, disproportionate return you get when brilliant tactical execution is guided by true strategic genius.
Okay, so let's codify this. What are the lessons we can pull from this story? Lu Meng's journey gives us a clear victor's blueprint, a set of core capabilities that we absolutely have to cultivate to achieve this kind of success.
This is the integrated model we need to be thinking about. It starts with the foundation, being brave in battle. You never lose your core strengths. But you can't stop there. You have to layer on being a diligent learner. That new knowledge then fuels strategic genius and a sharp psychological acumen. And finally, you amplify all of it by being a good judge of character who empowers the right people. You see, these aren't just separate traits on a list. They're interconnected capabilities that create a truly dominant strategic force.
So, this leaves us with a critical, forward-looking question. We have the blueprint. We've seen how to transform potential into a history-making victory. We understand the capabilities required. The challenge for us right now is to identify our Jing province. What is that single strategic objective that, if we capture it, will completely redefine our future? What is it, and how are we going to cultivate our own Lu Mengs to go out and seize it?